What's become a vicious cycle of what makes us feel alive in the pain and misery of those circumstances that takes its course in those actions that play out in what we see as being satire, rhetoric, animosity, and a build of perpetual turning emotions that's carried in those horrendous stories of our lives of constant turmoil and traumatic experiences that we live in our lives that makes us have the feelings of being alive and momentum of those emotional experiences that takes us its course and teaches us lessons and by someone else's misery. That will always be followed by a sequel of actions, the vicious cycle of circumstances that plays out in a role of acrimonious prices that we pay and seeing these displayed throughout our lives. As we live through our terms and circumstances from what we learn to those cycles in life that burn for and through the turmoil of convictions that gives us highs and lows and rise and falls and praise the place that we may recognize for what is right and wrong and moral compass that points in the directions of where our heart may follow. Then as we gather up our strength from what might be out of the weaknesses propels the motor to move whichever way that may be for you, or what gives us the right feelings of practice emotionally fulfilling to set in and to set up our comfort zones. However, in those moments that will keep moving in the directions and will be in our flow of those capable to keep our blood from coagulating when we are in the thick of the mix, the flow, even in the heated moments of internal combustion of our life, that turning through those needed parts that gives the restored energy needed and feeds our wanted cravings through the balance of what is yearning and burning in our life that give fuel, that ignites our fire from within and also gives our inner spirit the needed driven, the style to take the on the journey through the adventures of life. Then we clear the air and clears away the mist of foggy mysteries that never ease and seize up and amaze those who make who take the ride of unexpected world that we face every day. So in our findings of those things that are new to chew on the swallow is needed to food the thought that gives you the strength and takes the weaknesses so that everything will be all right. And so that you'll be ready for anything by being filled with that filled with what feeds what may hunger for, what you may hunger for. Whereas our strengths and weaknesses may expose who you are, and may be by your own words and perceptions and perspectives, and others have uncovered has brought us evidence of details by spectacular those spectacle by those spectacles and spectacular moments that may have to say and written by those commentators of joke and gesture, and even in the silence of those who may be covered and converted and being hidden in inquiries that's stated by those diaries of written chronicles of harlequins and clowns and jokers that dress in the occasion tells a story about the possibilities of those cases of betrayal and resentment that lead to all those things that may end up with the examination to find the reason and alibi and anything that may cross your eyes and even might make you or them shake their head in disgust. And even when you find the surprise, the truth, and uncover even in the lies that may find that you're overly changed, those cases that may see so plainly. So, as we find what is in those revealing moments that's compared with what is supplied, and the information is found, and open this discussion and unfold upon and tell the story of the time and tell us to listen to the evidence. Then it will be told in detail to tell those that search for those answers, the words that may be only expressed to feel the emotions that have been left behind as evidence that stands and lay before you, that you see to be that this insight in mind and scene of the crime. Otherwise, these things add up to the things that develop through the duration of time, that like a magnetic, magnetic, magnetic pull on you, like the toll in emotional hearts that might find out what is left behind evidence, the words that spread into and through what is said. It'll bring you truth of life. And what might be what is left in the hope that you make, as they say. Now, there's never any glory to be found in those vicious cycles of pain and misery. And the moments that stain our minds to tell you that these should never happen to anyone. In this way, these lessons to be known, that you will never know, that you may never completely feel their pain and misery in life, but should know now that no one should live in pain and misery. And this should show you that things in your life could be a whole lot worse. As the truth will set you free, the soul search for life to feel alive. And the truth will, is what you should always all should be for and all to be and searching for, and gather those lessons that may make you feel empowered by those things in your life that will make you feel alive.